Muy bien, creo que ya estamos en directo, espérame un tantito. Así que... Voy a teletransportar aquí. Espérame un tantito.
Hard work needs hard rest.
Muy bien, aquí está. Hey, ¿cómo está, gente de YouTube? Aquí un nuevo directo para el canal. Estamos encontrados nuevamente en Honkai Star Rail, en la nueva actualización, porque finalmente, después de tiempo, finalmente venimos aquí a jugar Star Rail, que ya sinceramente yo lo extrañaba, ya con las nuevas actualizaciones. Y para celebrar que estamos de regreso en Star Rail, creo que el último video que subí fue el de la build ¿cómo se llama este tipo? De Blade, que sinceramente, en mi opinión, creo que sería muy épica. Pero bueno, ¿qué tal si celebramos con una tirada al banner de Dan Feng? Vamos a ver qué nos sale. Es épico. Oh, genial. Que si me salen de esas, increíble, porque esa sí es muy buena porque potencia mucho. De hecho, es una de las que estoy tratando de mejorar. Entrar en combate, la velocidad de todos los aliados aumenta en un 10% durante 2 turnos. Perfecto. Oye, nada relevante, pero bueno. Ay, espérate. ¿Por qué tengo un equipo tan feo? Aquí me voy a poner a plancha. Será mejor darle las confirmaciones ante la ubicación de Kafka.
Would you like me to relay your message?
Muy bien, me estoy jugando de una manera muy incómoda, chicos. Por
Can you
Tingyun.
wait a little moment? The Master Diviner will be here soon. She's
Muy bien.
temporarily taken on the General's
Ya
responsibility.
volví a la normalidad,
Before
Tantgen.
leading you, she must make the current situation known and fortify public spirit. This is her first real test as a general. I hope she can get used to things quickly.
I don't think I can ever get used to this.
Tantos pedías que te convirtiera en general.
It's a pleasure to see you all here today, collating casualties and losses, dispatching forces to round up the remnants of the disciples, submitting battle reports to the 6 charioteers. Generalship is no trifling matter. It is a duty one must bear.
Normal.
She actually really enjoys it.
Master Diviner, have you summoned us here just to sigh and complain?
Of course not. On the contrary, I am eager to thank you all in my official capacity as acting general of the Luofu.
Hola, Section. Muchas gracias por pasarte directo. Te lo agradezco mucho. Muchas gracias. Yo también te digo buenas noches. Ya, finalmente aquí en Honkai Star Rail. Ya lo extrañaba un poquito en traer directo, pero como no tenía ninguna misión para publicar, pues no podía hacer nada. Creo que lo último que publiqué fue la build de Blades, que está bien perrón. Si no la has visto, te recomiendo verla.
After discussions with the 6 charioteers.
On behalf of the Astral Express, I would like to thank you, Master Diviner.
Oh, wow. Nothing tangible then? But at least it sounds pretty cool.
Now that thanks have been expressed, I still have something to discuss with you.
No sé si esperarme a Push Run.
This way.
Ahorita había hecho una tirada por Tangent, su forma fuerte. Y no me salió nada, pero no sé si esperarme a Push One, no sé cuánto valga la pena, la verdad. Ya la vi, ¿y qué te pareció la build de Blades? Yo la otra vez me habías dicho que no era la gran cosa Blades.
It's not a mission. The Stellaron crisis, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus rebellion, the Arbor's resurrection. It's just that, having been in the middle of everything, I'm struggling to keep an accurate perspective. So, where should we begin?
Hablamos primero de
It appears
Pantelia.
that Fantilia was the mastermind behind it all. The Xianzhou warred with the Antimatter Legion in the past, and ever since we have kept a watchful eye on their movements. Few could have foreseen the insidious tactics employed in the execution of their assaults.
Kafka le gana.
The Lord Ravager slithered in unnoticed,
Qué buen
clandestinely
chiste.
plotting and machinating, and surreptitiously bestowed a Stellaron upon the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. This heinous act
Oye, puede que cuando estés en un nivel más alto te pida prestado tu Kafka para hacer la build del squad Stellaron.
The present danger posed by the Legion clearly demands a reevaluation. We should proceed cautiously.
Haremos de los discípulos de San Cruz
When the
Médicos.
ambrosial arbor was severed by the Rainbow Arbiter thousands of years ago, the abundance became a taboo. Those within the Alchemy Commission, the original masters of the so-called Way of Immortality,
De hecho, intenté sacar a Kafka, pero no pude, por obvias razones. No iba a viciar tanto en esto. Tengo otras cosas en las que viciarme.
presumably from that moment
Ahora
on,
que está Fontaine,
the
let's
seeds
go.
of discord for the disciples of Sanctus Medicus had
No he
already
hecho ninguna
begun.
puta misión de Fontaine, ninguna
Some of
extra.
them were willing to
Es
work
algo que
with
tengo que
you,
corregir.
acquiring a Stellaron from the Antimatter Legion to try and revive the abundance. They succeeded all right. But
Sí, sí, es
why
cierto.
were
¿Qué pasó
Fantilia
con ella?
subjected
Nunca me
to
enteré qué pasó con
realize
ella.
their wishes? Those traitors gained nothing. They betrayed the Xianzhou only to become sacrificial offerings in the Lord Ravager's grand scheme.
Hablemos de los cazadores de Stellaron.
The Stellaron hunters. We know just as little. But in the
A
Matrix
ver, voy a ver si es cierto, si esa Kafka pega tanto. Me voy a ir con Pantelia, con tu Kafka, y si muere primero, es porque está muy mal. Ahorita voy a ir contra Pantelia, recuerda mis palabras, Joseph.
That prophecy is indeed the most beneficial future for the Lawfu. The Stellaron hunters walked right into our trap, and even gifted allies, in the form of yourselves, to the Xianzhou. That might sound self-interested, but I hope the feeling is mutual. Now that the future has come true, the Xianzhou has discovered the Legion's intentions, and with everyone's help, has imposed a crushing defeat on Fantilia.
Creo que ya tenemos una idea.
That we may. But as logical as things might seem, there are still many details about which we're uncertain. For example, how was the Stellaron brought onto the Xianzhou? And who sent it onto Scale Gorge Waterscape? How many disciples of Sanctus Medicus still remain at large? I'm submitting my report to the Alliance, and I've already got a plan in mind. All of you will feature in the report. But for the sake of Tingyun, anything related to
No te preocupes,
Xianzhou
Pushuan.
internal affairs will have names redacted.
I was about to make the same request, Master Diviner. Since the Arbor's resurrection, I'm sure the Alliance will be poring over every detail of the report. I fear that if the Astral Express gets dragged into matters, leaving will not be an easy task.
No te preocupes, Welt.
Tingyun has committed
Tingyun ha violado bastantes normas recientemente. Ok.
deal with them one by one.
Aparte de que Kafka funciona con equipos de nihilidad, así que si quieres sacarle un potencial, úsalo con este equipo.
Before you leave, please make time to recuperate.
Voy a usar tu Kafka en la batalla contra Pantelia. Como ya estoy en un nivel más alto, el Pantelia va a estar en un nivel muchísimo más alto. Va a ser mucho más complicado. Y Pantelia es el jefe más complicado del juego, por muchas razones. Si tu Kafka, si la derroto y tu Kafka resiste en todo el combate, la tienes perfectamente bulleado y admito que mi Blade es peor que tu Kafka. Pero en caso de que con una muerte que tenga Kafka, mi Blade es muchísimo mejor. Ahorita lo voy a hacer. Vamos a ver.
Oh, if you pass through Starskiff Haven, I have something that I hope you can give to Yuko.
Ay, pero creo que la enfrenté ayer. Y no sé si me vayan a dejar repetir combate.
Chaotic. When Fantilia took form, it was as if Tingyun vanished into
Demonios, no sé
thin
si me van a
air.
dejar hacerlo porque ayer creo que la hice.
The Cloud Knights were only able to find her fan. She took it with her everywhere. It's currently unclear if Tingyun was a puppet manipulated by Fantilia, or if some form of deception was used to cloud her vision.
Sí, eso sí
I'm
lo podemos
already
confirmar.
prepared for the worst.
Está muy roto. Y esta
Considering
iluminación,
how
lo
the
que te
Legion
falta.
operates. As for how matters are handled with regards to Tingyun, I believe it's best left to her Foxian kin.
Y es que Kafka es más
I've
de...
informed the Skyfaring Commission of the events which took place.
Es más de... ella no hace daño por sí... Ella con ataques no hace nada, pero sus efectos de rayos sí, sí es lo que quitan. Ese es su daño.
I understand. Leave it with us.
Thank you, Mr. Yang.
Ay, no.
Now, let me take a look at my remaining duties for the day. It's quite the list. It's getting late.
No. Voy a ir con Marzo. ¿Cómo se llama esta? La Natasha, Blade y Kafka. A ver qué tan buena es. Es más, vamos de una vez. Aprovechando que me tengo que salir. ¿Dónde tengo que ir? Tengo que ir aquí. Vamos de una vez. Ah, chinga. Aumentaron la resina. No me había enterado de esto. ¿Y esto qué es? Ok. Hay muchas cosas que desconozco de la nueva actualización. A ver. Pantilia. Vamos, aquí. Pantilia nivel 75. Tu Kafka está a nivel 70, así que debería de aguantar. A ver. Aquí está. A ver, ¿cómo la tienes por allá? El ataque muy bien. Probabilidad crítica. Daño crítico no es tan, según yo. Efecto de ruptura está bien. A cierto efecto. ¿Cómo funciona Kafka, Diosito santo? A ver, voy a verlo. En el Genshin también importan los equipos, güey. Sí, ella se basa más en el ataque. Ella con muchísimo ataque ya debería de estar funcionando. A ver su talento. Muy bien. ¿Y sus rastros? Ok, 8 y 5. Muy bien. Está todo esto mejorado. Acierto de efecto. Ataque. Lo que sí, lo que yo sí te recomendaría, yo es que le dieras un poquito más acierto de efecto. Eso hace que funcione mejor los efectos esos. Sí te recomendaría que uno de estos tuviera acierto de efecto. Oye, no me fijé en la vida que tenías. ¿Cuánto ya tiene? 3033, está bien, muy bien. Tu Kafka está muy bien, la verdad, ¿eh? El Blade, yo estoy cometiendo el mismo error de Genshin Impact al inicio, y es que yo casi no estoy mejorando los talentos. Si lo estuviera más alto, creo que mi Blade estaría muchísimo mejor, pero como estoy cometiendo el mismo error, pero ya es que yo estoy siguiendo los órdenes, pues. Sí. Estaría muy perfecto con Silver Wolf. Ella es nihilidad, así que ella es nihilidad, él es nihilidad. Igual no sé cómo voltearlo, luego ya veré cómo voltearlo, pero bueno. Kafka no necesita, ella es puro ataque, sí, ella es puro ataque y quizás a cierto efecto le venga muy bien porque eso hace que ayude más con los efectos. A ver, vamos a ver.
Finds just in time.
Tough luck running into me.
Stand still.
Your end approaches. That paradise, savor it for me.
Naughty child. Nap time.
No mames, se aguantó.
Fail to stand you.
My turn.
A ver, obviamente no vamos a dejar morir a tu Kafka.
Time for a shot.
Porque,
That's better.
Thanks. You're too
porque
good to
tampoco
me.
soy tan malo.
Try that again.
Relax. Say bye to breathing. Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
Told you I could fight.
Stand still.
Naughty child.
Nada mal.
You can't run. Ah, try that.
Quiere matar a Kafka a toda costa.
I will dispatch you.
May as well.
Aquí empieza lo difícil.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
That paradise, savor it for me.
Time for a shot. Nap time. Relax.
The fight is set. Fail to stand you.
I'm okay.
Ay,
Say
Dios.
bye to breathing. Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
I try hard. Watch this awesome move. Here.
Naughty child.
Stand still.
A blade.
No, no lo mató. No, otra vez. Mi Blade. Ay, Dios. Sigue vivo de milagro tu Kafka. De milagro.
Told you I could fight.
Relax. Thanks. You're too
Just a
good.
little something.
Sigue viva de milagro.
Stand still.
Ahora la podemos recuperar. Listo.
Dare you?
Try that again.
That paradise may be unreachable. Savor it for me.
Good times.
Ay, ya se
Time
ponen.
to say bye. Boom.
That's better.
Thanks.
I will dispatch
You're
you.
too good to me.
Fail to stand you.
Tough luck running into me. Phew.
Time for a shot. Nap time. Relax.
Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move.
Let's go. Ojalá no puede hacer nada.
Your end approaches.
Stand still.
La buena que le puse escudo.
You can't run.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
You're wasting more time. for me.
Dios mío.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
Told you I could fight.
A blade knows no mercy. Failed to stand you.
Listo, ya está. Bueno. Bueno, ahora me toca a mí afirmarlo, amigo. Tu Kafka está muy bien. Tu Kafka es buenísima. Así que no lo voy a negar. A ver, ¿de qué tenía aquí? Ah, perdón, ya. Tu Kafka es buenísima.
Are there other matters?
Bien, aquí estamos otra vez. Ay, estoy en el cuartel de los burros. Tenía que hablar con ella otra vez, en serio.
I see. Please extend my regards to the 10 lords.
I will. Our condolences, Hellmaster. You have guests. I shall take my leave.
Muy bien.
On behalf of the Skyfaring Commission, I would like to thank the crew of the Express for saving the Law Fu from the Stellaron crisis.
No hay problema.
Madame Yukong must have heard about Miss Tingyun.
Yes, I have heard. Seeing 4 leave, yet only 3 return, was enough for me to know that Fu Xuan's
Entonces
report
Tingyun
was
murió.
indeed correct.
¿Quién lo diría?
Tingyun. I still can't believe it. The whole report reads like a bad joke. It's simply unimaginable. The Antimatter Legion on the Xianzhou, and Tingyun, a Lord Ravager? How could someone who spent over 30 years working alongside me at the Skyfaring Commission turn out to be nothing more than a monster in disguise? What happened to the real Tingyun?
Madam Yukong.
I'm sorry. I understand. It's just hard for me to accept.
Para muchos.
Thank you for bringing Tingyun's belongings back to the Palace of Astrum. The Stellaron crisis has cost us too many comrades. Brothers, sisters, children. I'd like to invite all of you, as witnesses to this war, to a soul-soothing ceremony hosted by the Skyfaring Commission. Will you consider?
A soul-soothing ceremony?
To put it into short life terms, a funeral. You see, for long-life species of the Xianzhou, death has always been a distant, mystical concept. Ordinarily, the Ten Lords Commission guides people to the Hall of Karma before any symptoms of Mara are detected. There, they leave behind their lives and wait for their time to come. People are used to a short farewell as opposed to a tedious burial process. Given our limited lifespans, the only ones who place value on ceremony are us Foxians. Countless Cloud Knights lost their lives or became Mara-struck during the crisis. The Hall of Karma couldn't take them all in, and so they passed away. All of these sudden deaths and unfulfilled wishes remind us that long-life species still live out insignificant and limited lives. By combining Skyfaring Commission technology with Foxian ceremony, we honor those who have passed on. We place items of the dead onto star skiffs and send them out to sail between the stars, to shine brightly among them. It's not just to comfort the dead, those souls who can never talk with us again, but also to comfort their surviving relatives, close friends, and indeed all residents of the Xianzhou. It's also my way of saying farewell to Tingyun. I know, I'm selfish. She may not have died a Cloud Knight, but she's still one of us here at the Skyfaring Commission. I'd like to hold this ceremony as a way of distancing the memory of Tingyun from the Lord Ravager who tarnished her identity.
Muy bien.
I can still hardly believe it. I'll use my own methods to locate Tingyun's whereabouts, but at present, This is the least I can do for her. I'd like to ask you all to witness this event with me. I've instructed Yan Ming to sort through Tingyun's belongings. I hope you can pick some out to place around the star skiff.
Leave this to us. We'll take care of it as per your wishes, Madame Yukong.
Once again, my thanks to all of you. I've asked the judges of the Ten Lords Commission to ratify this soul-soothing ceremony, and have commissioned a special skiff at Stargazer Navalia for the ceremony. If you need anything, that's where I'll be.
Muy
I
bien.
did say that I like to gossip, and here I am rambling on, proving you right again. If only you were here to cut me off. Oh, it's you. For a moment, I thought she'd return. Did the helm...
We're here to help sort out Miss Tingyun's things. Madame Yukong wants to use some of them for her soul-soothing ceremony.
Well, I've managed to get through pretty much everything. It's all in this box. Please, take your time.
Muy bien.
Okay, let's see what there is. An Annie Cassiter's seal, a small box, a knife, a bow, and something wrapped up tight. Looks like some kind of antique? But who'd want to hold on to something like...
Oh, Tingyun explained that one to me. It's a folk statuette from Foxian antiquity. They say it...
There's also a note in the package. This is for you, Mr. Yenming. Wishing you fortune and success in every endeavor. Yenming, it seems like this is a gift for you from...
I remember asking her for one at the time. This is unexpected. I only mentioned it in passing, but she remembered. Tingyun and I were from different guilds. We were competitors, but also colleagues. When we used to trade in other lands, we would bring back local specialties and distribute them among friends and other guild members. It became a custom. The rivalry between us and the Whistling Flames to be the Skyfaring Commission's top guild was always fierce. We would gift each other all kinds of bizarre oddities. Candy that made your leg hair grow. A violin that could shatter glass with its piercing shriek. Oh, I was completely unprepared for this. I never thought Tingyun would leave something behind for me that was so sincere. If I don't return a gift, I'll lose our little duel. But what could I possibly gift her back?
Huh. Besides the seal, the knife, and the bow, none of this seems like something Miss Tingyun would have kept. I thought she was more about jewelry and beauty. Could there be other things similar to what Yenming got? We should take a look.
There's nothing else, except a handful of seeds. It looks like there's something printed on the bottom of the box. The Sleepless Earl. Let me think. Where have I...
I can't cook to save my life, but I've never seen Miss Tingyun use anything like that to defend herself. It must be there's an ad in the knife case. Spices Supreme. A room alley? Which store is that again? This bow. It's a good bow. It couldn't be meant for me. Could it?
No, no es para ti. No, pobre Tingyun. Sí, pobrecita.
Alright, just kidding. Just trying to liven things up around here. Do you know where we're supposed to take these things?
Ay, Dios.
The Sleepless Earl. Was that the name of that tea house at the port when we first got into town?
Welcome to the Sleepless Earl. I'm the owner here. The name's Ming Ming.
Para ser una ardilla tiene una voz tan hermosa.
Today. Oh, this is the tea Miss Tingyun promised to get for me. She really went to another world for me. When I took over this tea house from my parents, I thought I'd shake things up by creating a new tea product. Famous brews like Whale Tide Spring or Vegetations in the Alchemy Cauldron have been around for millennia, and imported mixed teas have also found a niche.
Yo no sé.
Introducing
Pero así son las cosas, yo sé,
the
pero
industry
Genshin.
is really hard. Miss Tingyun came to the tea house one day and heard about my troubles. She said she could find me a brand new strain during her travels. I just thought she was trying to cheer me up. I never thought she'd act. Miss Tingyun.
We found this box of seeds among her belongings. I'm sure Miss Tingyun would have liked...
Thank you. All of you. I think I should give something to Tingyun in return. Based on her suggestion, I improved the Whale Tide Spring, Emerald Hills, and Dawn Dew strains to make a
Ay, qué tierna.
taste.
Qué tierna, Diosito Santo, qué triste es esto. No.
Seeing as Tingyun won't be able to try it, we should drink a cup to her memory.
No. Que eso fue muy sad, chicos. Eso fue muy triste. Soy yo, suena como Kiki. Un poquito así. La pobre niña está teniendo un duelo. Y tú nada más que te concentres que tiene la voz de Kiki. No puedes tener foco de condolencias a la niña, por favor.
The waffle is famous for its mung bean soda.
How's it going? Isn't that the place on... It's the main commercial street in the Exalting Sanctum. Although it's a lot quiet. Tourists fresh off the Star Skiff always head to Star Watcher Avenue.
El Honkai desde aquí más de una vez se nos rompió el corazón.
But if you want the real deal on local snacks, whenever I'm tired of Celestial Jade or slacking off, I head over for a bowl of Granny Cheddar.
Ese no es el nombre de la cámara de Jade. Ah, no, se llama cámara de Jade.
Now that you've brought it up, I suddenly don't feel like clocking in for work anymore.
Bueno, tal vez. Aquí. Qué poco respeto tiene Section por las condolencias. Muy mal.
Spices Supreme. Check out that sign.
Honored guests, welcome to our humble eatery. What can we get? Something from Miss Tingyun.
Y otra es la musiquita triste, no.
What a precious person she is.
When she first ate here, I told her my motto: you can't better your own food unless you taste it. Then she got me to talk about my hunting and cooking experiences out on other worlds. She was captivated. She pestered me about dish after dish. At the end, she mentioned she wanted to get me a gift: a sword for a hero and a knife for a chef. She probably came across some rare mineral and forged it by hand. Look how sharp it is. I bet it'd cut straight through
¿Qué
a
chingados
glossy
es eso?
titanium terrapin shell. Miss Tingyun is too kind. Who among the Aram Alley vendors hasn't been spoiled by the generosity of whistling flames? Her grand... Oh, I heard the trade port is open again for business. Miss Tingyun must be real busy, right?
Mejor decirles la verdad.
This is real, right? The monster you mentioned, where did it come from? I wish I could take this knife and...
Morra, ni siquiera Tingyun pudo solo.
Forget it. Matters like these are beyond the control and understanding of a cook like me. Thank you, all of you.
Tingyun parece que era la persona más querida en todo este
It was
lugar.
our chili oil beef offal stew that first attracted Miss Tingyun to our restaurant.
About that bow, I think I know who Miss Tingyun intended to gift it to.
¿Quién? ¿A quién? ¿A quién? Cuenta el chisme. ¿Por qué no me cuenta el chisme? ¿Mm? Esa es otra misión aparte, así que la dejaré para después.
What brings you here? This bow. Did Tingyun pick it out for me? She understood my pain. It's a shame I can no longer do anything for her. 30 years ago, I fought in a terrible war. My comrade and I set sail together, but only I returned. The scars of that war never truly healed. Still, the Law Fu traced out its arc of recovery and continued to trade. I felt tired of voyaging, like I'd lost the courage to pull on a bowstring ever again. I hid away in the Skyfaring Commission and buried myself in work. Despite rising to Helm Master, my military career hadn't prepared me for the type of meticulous planning work now confronting me. Tingyun, on the other hand, was a born merchant, always discussing
Vaya por
business
Dios.
with me and offering up advice, even if she was my subordinate. She never fought alongside me on the battlefield, but in her own way, she became a comrade in arms. Without the help of Tingyun and the guild, the Law Fu would not have been able to recover in the space of just 30 short years. I used to think that the Xianzhou had changed with the times. Geniuses like Tingyun were the future for the Skyfaring Commission's next generation. They would bring prosperity to the Law Fu. I was wrong. Only when the last minions of the Antimatter Legion are wiped out will I become useless to the Xianzhou. The Xianzhou needs people like me. Those willing to cruise the sky and fight the flames. The star skiff is ready for the ceremony now. Everyone, please place your objects aboard the star skiff.
Wait! Wait for me! Miss Tingyun prepared a gift for me. As a fellow ambassador, I cannot fail to honor our custom.
Yukon siempre le anda matando a sus camaradas y amigas secretarios.
Yanming, what is it that you've prepared?
I've brought a paper kite. I know it may seem simple compared to the precious items that Tingyun gifted others in the past, but it has a deeper meaning. I heard that Foxians have a tradition where paper kites are used to comfort the souls of pilots who can no longer take to the skies. Tingyun and I were never pilots in the strictest sense of the word, but we spent much of our lives out among the stars. For her to be able to take wing once again would make her very happy.
Muy sad.
Out of all this stuff we've got,
No sé, todas son muy buenas opciones, la verdad. No sé, todas son muy buenas opciones, la verdad. Creo que yo elegiría el cometa. Porque me gustó cómo eligió esto.
This time, we needn't compete.
this is the tea that Meng Ming has made.
Thank you for everything you've done for the Skyfaring Commission.
This is a gift from Miss Yensui on behalf.
Ah, puedes
The
elegir todo.
Skyfaring Commission shall never forget you, Tingyun. I will seek out the truth. And
Como
if
buen
it is
mexicano
discovered
el
that you were
plato.
taken from us,
Ay, Dios.
it is time for the soul-soothing ceremony. Please make your way to Earthrise Agora in Starskiff Haven.
Hablando de plato, me dio hambre, me cago en todo.
Are there other...
General, the ceremony is finished. You should take a rest.
Not yet. I have things I wish to convey to my astral friends. My apologies I couldn't get to you any sooner. Yenqing made sure that I was fully recuperated.
Me alegro de que
Before
estés
you
bien,
leave the
Jinjuan.
Luofu, there are two things I wish to gift the Express.
Two gifts? Has his conscience finally gotten the better of him? Is he going to make up for all our hard work along the way?
Please, let us reconvene at the seat of divine foresight.
¿Para qué o qué? No puedo teletransportarme directamente. Chinga su madre. Ah, sí, yo sé. Probablemente esto no te lo haya enseñado, pero... Espérame. Este no te lo enseñé, Pero... 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 Para que vea. No sé si se trabó el directo o se trabó el juego. Voy a asumir que se trabó mi celular. Porque el directo me está marcando que está yendo bien.
What is your purpose for entering the seat of divine foresight?
¡Ah! Buenas noches. Ay. No, ya me van a dejar solito, ya me van a dejar solito.
Present company is gathered to reiterate the Xianzhou Luofu's esteemed gratitude for the magnanimous actions of the Nameless. I am sure Lady Fu has given voice to this already, but the Luofu is greatly indebted to you. Therefore, on behalf of the Luofu Cloud Knights, I hereby present you with a jade abacus. Back when the Alliance was first established, all those thousands of years ago, the Xianzhou ships swore an oath, etching the record into a jade abacus. The world may crumble, and the heavens may fall. But the same is true of this jade abacus. It is a record of the Luofu Cloud Knight's promise to the crew of the Astral Express. It is also a beacon. No matter how astronomically distant you are, the Luofu Cloud Knights will always come to the aid of the crew, whatever your need may be.
Wow, now that's what I call a payoff.
Of course, I trust that such an important article will not be used for trivia.
Qué bueno que lo dices, porque Marzo es una loca.
I hope.
Yup, got it. Say
Loca.
no more.
Eso también, pendejo.
Thank you.
Pinche
for your
trazacaminos.
generosity, General.
Don Hong.
General.
In accordance with the edict of the Ten Lords Commission, I am hereby authorized to relieve your banishment decree.
Nice!
Estos son unos pendejos.
But I must remind you that the crimes of Don Feng have had far-reaching implications. And some people, such as those in Scale Gorge Waterscape, will not be much moved by the issuance of a paper edict. While
Marzo y el trazacaminos son tal para cual.
as you please, I cannot guarantee your safety. Again, I hope you can understand.
I understand.
This issuing of gifts brings with it a sense of relief. Even my wound is feeling much improved. The occasion calls for a line or two of poetry. Though I feel my efforts would be overshadowed by the erudition of Lady Fu. Another time, perhaps. The Express and its passengers have a long voyage ahead of them. May that voyage be smooth and untrammeled.
Desconsiderados abajo, dejar de la alianza.
Himiko messaged me. The Express detected the Jade Gates reopening. She asked whether we'd be heading back anytime soon. She was also asking after you, Dan Hung. I think it'd be best if you update her in person, don't you think?
She must have been worried. I'll return to the train and put her mind at rest.
Himiko must be eager to hear about what we've been up to on this mission too, right? Hang on. Oh, how could I forget? We should bring something back for the conductor. Have you... I've got goldfish memory. We haven't had a chance to take a
No! no.
met so far on this trip.
Fine, fine. Danhung and I will go back to the Express. The two of you come back soon, okay?
Los dos pendejos se van juntos, no puede ser. Vámonos, Marzo, ya que tanto quieres ir a despedirte, vámonos. A ver, despídete de las personas que conociste. Pues no me sale nada. Bueno, no tengo que hacerlo. Y no lo voy a hacer. Nos vemos, chicos, adiós, ya me despedí. Ya con esa cuenta, ¿no? ¿Verdad? Ya cuenta, ¿no? Ya me despedí técnicamente.
Quality to watching these star skiffs depart through the Jade Gate. How long will these ships sail? And which...
From a universal perspective, there is little difference between the lives of long and short life species.
La despedida más emocionante de todo el mundo, chicos. Tomen nota para que lo hagan la próxima.
And the grief felt here is no different from our own.
Ya volvieron los pendejos.
Yeah, you're back. Himiko and I were just discussing our journey. This little excursion has reached its conclusion. All things must come to an end. Still, some endings spark a new beginning.
Next time, I think I should be the one trailblazing with you guys. Welt can stay on the Express.
When did the work just change like that?
Pero sí, ya toca un viaje con Himeko.
Penacony, do you remember? Before Kafka's proposal,
Ahora vamos a la propuesta original.
The family is throwing a banquet there, and they sent invitations out to the Express. I was curious about the state of the planet, so I accepted. When the conductor is ready, we can set off for the next stop.
Mientras tanto, en la prisión de los encadenados.
All who enter here are either jailers or prisoners. Which are you?
Neither. I'm merely a lost traveler.
What a spectacle. The Stellaron, the Ambrosial Arbor, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, the Lord Ravager. A series of threats that almost succeeded in diverting attention away from the crucial question. They who brought the Stellaron onto the Xianzhou, what was their motive? Will you surrender, or do you require encouragement? Abomination of Yaoshi.
General, my power does indeed stem from the abundance. But I'm the same as you. We are both enemies of Yaoshi.
That's right, Tingyun. Stay out of our way. The revival of the Arbor is an omen. It's time for the Xianzhou to choose its next path. The Rainbow Arbiter, the Plague's author, the Ruin author. This is a chess game between eons. If you don't stand with the winners, you stand to lose. And this time, we will put the abundance in their grave.
Muy bien. De ver. Pues bueno, creo que ahorita ya no hay misión principal, por así decirlo. Así que supongo que lo tendré que dejar aquí. Y mira, aquí tenemos a Clara.
I asked Mr. Svarog if he'd like to come with me, but he said he couldn't. He said, I must continue to monitor the risk factors endangering Belobog. I cannot leave Yorilo 6. But he also said that I could recount my experience on the Express. That's why I want to find a way to record the scenery. It's just, there's so much to see. Oh, how come I never thought of that? Thanks, Big Brother.
Es una niña, es una niña. El mal respeto. Pero bueno, chicos, pues hasta aquí será el directo del día de hoy. Sinceramente, me tristece no poder hacer otro directo de Honkai Star Rail. Si llego a hacer otro, creo que sería este, que creo que es de la misión de Kafka. Por esto, claro, te digo que se puede decir que es la misión legendaria de Kafka. Por eso tengo intención de hacerla en directo. Porque misiones legendarias sí las grabamos, chicos. Así que bueno. Espero que como siempre les haya gustado este directo. Y muchas gracias a todos los que estuvieron dentro del directo. En serio, se los agradezco mucho. No se preocupen, que no me he olvidado de la serie de Pokémon Esmeralda Random Block Nuzlocke. Pronto volveré a seguir con las series porque no he tenido tiempo porque tengo un chingo de juegos que jugar y muchos de esos son de grabar. Aparte de que últimamente he estado expandiendo mi contenido de reacción. Así que buenas. Muchas gracias a todos los que estuvieron en directo, se les agradezco mucho y nos vemos hasta la próxima. Adiós.